Hi guys, as you already see on the title, this video will be about stranger is telling you to pursuing your joy and why following your passion will change everything. And I believe if you already here and watch me, we are not that stranger. We are connected in some points. Let's just introduce ourselves. My name is Dewi and I live in Bali, Indonesia. I am originally Indonesian. I speak English as I learn all this self-development and spiritual journey in English. So why pursuing your joy or your passion will change everything? I'm gonna start with my own journey because practically like everything that I talk to you, it's all is because I already experienced that myself. That's why I wanted to really just share my journey and relate that with some books or quotes that people already talk about it actually. So I'm just like speaking the truth here, guys. So anyway, as my favorite author Niles Donald Walsh said, that the struggle ends when the gratitude begins. It relates to me so much. When I was in Jakarta, I was a breadwinner in the family, and my office from home it needs like 2 hours commute every day. So back and forth is 4 hours a day. Jakarta is so traffic, and other than that, like the life itself there is very stressful. I would say like the people are so just work, and it's kind of like a lot of societal expectation that they give to you. You gotta finish the school, go to the college, and then get a job, and then get married, and then get kids. All that, like it's already like structure or being told to you without you have time to even like, realize is that really makes me happy, is that really like bring me joy to following this system or this condition. I was not understand about gratitude that time, I was not understand about manifestation. Internet was not that hype like now. How I practice gratitude is by being present. Without I understand what is present or mindfulness that time, okay? So like when I walk 2 kilometers or 3 kilometers a day, I don't use my phone, I don't play games, I just like seeing people or seeing whatever happenings like in front of me. Now I understand that was like the form of meditation. It kind of get me into relaxed state, and I get like gradually my mood is shifting. I kind of know like what I want to do, and then I got the inspiration to the travels. I was like 20 that time, and there is no way like I want to travel if I don't bring myself to that relaxed state or like inspirational can come to me. My family or the household situation was really for anyone who experienced being poor, then I was there. Impossible like I can have this idea to travel the world with the situation that I was. So my joy that time was like traveling, and I make my passport, and I decided that my first destination was Thailand. I announced in kind of like Facebook group that time like I want to travel to Thailand. I'm alone solo, and if anyone want to join, I got like 6 women join, and then we go together to Thailand for the first time. That was like the starter for me to know like, oh, if I following my joy or something that I like and I want to do, gonna lead me to like different reality or different outcome in my life, and it gonna change me too, the way I see things, my perspective and everything. So the travel to Thailand bring me travel to Bali. This holiday in Bali for 2 weeks, very different than Jakarta. It's just the vibe. People are so free, and it's beautiful nature, beautiful beach, and I was like just dream I'm gonna move here someday if I want to really live my life the way I want to live. Fast forward, I really got the job and I moved to Bali. And then it's keep gradually change, just by me keep pursuing what brings me joy and let the inspiration comes to me. I'm gonna give you like a steps how to identify your joy, because that's what the first thing you need to do in order to following your joy, right? How you can identify your joy. The easiest thing is by you know what you don't want, what you don't like, you know what you want, and you know what you like, right? If it's hard for you to find what is it that brings you joy, you can just acknowledge everything that don't bring you joy, and then you remove them or you move past through it. I know what I don't like is the life in Jakarta, the stressful life, like corporate job. That's why like I can know like the what I like or the dream that I want is working remotely from anywhere. And it's not easy. A lot of people is not gonna happy with your change because some people don't like changes. Let's say that actually like you like art. Your parents tell you that you have to go on law school. Or actually you want to be a painter or you want to be a musician. You're gonna admit first that you don't like what your parents like, and that is okay. And I get it, it's very hard journey in some point, I know, but they will understand. If that really makes you happy and that really brings you joy, you need to do is really to stick and believe in it and confident in it. That's why that bring you to like you had to let go some people in your life. And it's uncountable how many people that I let go in my life, guys, seriously. Anyway, if you watch my video now, like we were like friends in elementary school, or probably like we are like a family in some point, please, I hold nothing against you. It's just like we have different reality. We have different path, and I'm happy to choose my path. Anyway, I wish you all well everywhere. Here's the advice. You have to really passionate about what is it your passion enough until you're willing to lose everything that is on the way for you to follow your passion. Everything, guys, everything. There's no exception. You cannot have a fulfilled life and joyful life if you don't follow your passion. You gotta follow your passion, guys. Whatever it is that you're passionate about. Let's say it's traveling, let's say it's art, or let's say whatever. You follow your passion. Please follow your passion. After you identify your joy, you will be faced with challenges and obstacles. Then I want you to not let them discourage you. It's just like a test. Do you really want your own joy that much? So that's why like sometimes people gonna tell you, oh, you cannot do that, it's impossible, there is no way you can do that, you cannot make money with that. I'm gonna give you like a very best tips ever. Your feelings is your own solid truth. What does that even mean? That means if someone tell you that you cannot do something and you feeling not good about it, like you feeling you're feeling yeah, like you just don't like it. You don't like that statement that the person said to you. And the truth is, it's not what they say, but your feeling. Your feeling is the truth. I'm gonna teach you how to really stand on your ground and believe in your own joy or your own choice of passion. If that gives you feeling like a good feeling, like excited, thrill, really calling you, then that is the truth that you need to follow. Everything else except that, let's say like people telling you that it's impossible, you got rejection, or you got all these things that just showing you that your dreams or your joy is not possible, and you don't feeling good about it. So that is not the truth. That is just obstacles. That is just a test, and you need to pass through it. And how to pass through it? By really being confident and believe in your own joy, which is gonna bring you to step out from your comfort zone. Step out of comfort zone is never easy. If anyone tell me that it's easy, then that's not their comfort zone. Bring me to the next point. Like your joy not always be enjoyable at the first time. And that's the thrill of life, that you'll have this chance like grow yourself. That's I think like really the beauty of life. When I just start fitness journey, it was unbelievable. Like I never sport in my life, guys. Like I'm 33 now and I born with asthma, and people been telling me that I'm a sick person and I cannot do anything. But no, this is not medical advice, okay? So you do you, whatever you believe about doctor and stuff. What I'm trying to say is when I choose to pursue my joy about fitness, it was not enjoyable at all at the first. It was awful. I mean, you never sport in your life, and then you telling you to do these push-ups, to do these planks and everything, and squats. I cannot wake up the next day after I tried my first class about like body combat. Does that stop me? No, it's not, because like it gives me joy. That's the thing, guys. Like things that give you joy, probably it not make sense for other people. When I was like on the bed, cannot wake up because I had first workout of my life, I was feeling so satisfied. Hey, I finally did it. You can do it. Like, imagine, like, if you can do this, then what else sports that you can do in your life? And all this time you've been limited yourself. And it was like so encouraging. You follow one thing, like me to other thing. Everything is connected, guys. That's why you gotta do the small step to follow your joy that's accessible in front of you right now, and then you keep accumulate gradually, keep following your joy, and then it will bring you to this point. Like me right now, it's a very satisfying feeling. You are finally living the life that you want. It seems like what Oprah said, like the biggest adventure that you can give to yourself is to live your own dreams. Now my day-to-day life is feels like adventure to me. I don't need to go vacation to like have this feeling of thrill and joy and excitement. I'm gonna also tell you one more example that I'm following my joy that is not make sense but really leads me to this point. I was graduated in chemistry. I am now a salesperson in a banking technology company, which is not related at all. I went to that school because like my parents taught me that they didn't have money for like put me in college, so then they want me to have like a vocational school that leads me directly to able to find a job. After I finally graduated and I do these laboratory jobs for like 3 years, I just decided that I don't like it. I don't like this monotone doing the same thing every day. You know what I decide? I'm deciding to follow my joy to be a salesperson. What is amazing at first? Not at all. It was awful. Oh my god, like 2 years being a sales for a laboratory equipment. It was I got like probably like 1,000 rejection, guys. Because I take that first step, identify that I don't like laboratory jobs and I want to have sales job or something. And I following that, I go with the sales job, and now this job take me like so much, like give me a lot of opportunity. I can travel to Europe every year. It will not happen if I still stay in my laboratory jobs that don't give me joy. That's why, like, please follow your passion, follow your joy. They're really gonna take you to places that you will not imagine that you can be on that places. The fact that you have a passion about something, you wanna know why? Let's say you wanna be a singer, you wanna be a dancer, you wanna be a millionaire. All those version of you that already that person is already exists. So I only need you to do small step following your joy and your passion right now from this moment, then it will finally lead you to be that person that you want. Here's the actionable step that you can do so then you can get fulfill and joyful life. Number one, being mindful. I know that you're gonna ask me, Dewi, what's the relation with pursuing joy and being mindful? I'm gonna take like my favorite author said, Eckhart Tolle. Realize deeply that this present moment is all you have. Make this present moment to be the primary focus of your life. That means you cannot change the past and you can make the future, but you cannot do anything by thinking about the future. At this present moment, like what is it that under your control at this present moment? Practice mindfulness, please. It's a lot of videos out there like teaching you about mindfulness. My point on this video is really I don't want you to have like instant joy. I want you to have like sustainable and long-term effect of the joy that you're feeling. The goal is you wake up every day and you are joyful, because that's kind of like the nature state of being. When you finally already get rid all this doubts, fears, negative attachment, anxiety, insecurity, when you already get rid of those, you will reach the point of like the joyful is your natural state of being. That's why being mindful is really relates to that. Number two, practice gratitude. So how you can do this? List 5 things that makes you grateful every day. Even if it's a bad day and really bad shitty day, you will not sleep without make this 5 lists. That's your commitment, okay? I know it's hard, I know it's challenging, I know it's Ooh, but you gotta do it, because if you want to really change your life and follow your passion and got the inspiration to all these passionate things that you actually like but you don't know now because you are just so caught up with all this human life. Practice gratitude. It's gonna lead you somewhere that you will not imagine. Okay? Number three, embracing curiosity over fear. Hence, what I say earlier, your joy is not always enjoyable at the first. So that's why to overcome that, you gotta more in the curiosity rather than having a fear about you gonna be a failure or something. Whenever I travel, I always feel safe. A lot of people tell me like, why you are traveling alone? Like as a woman, it's not safe. La la la. I embrace the curiosity. I embrace like what is this new city or new country can give me. The new people that I will meet. That's kind of like more give me joy rather than I'm embracing the fear. Number four, set joyful goals, meaning that you will commit to yourself. You have this activity that make give you joy. You just keep going. And also like self-care time, it's very important. I always have my self-care time at least once a week. If you really have like a very packed day, like day to day, Monday to Friday, then at least for weekend you're gonna be commit yourself to just do joyful activities. Okay, number five, surround yourself with positivity, because joy and positive is actually same thing. When you are like choosing wanna focus on your joy, there's a lot of like negativity or negative people that is not gonna like you to do that because they just used to not feeling joyful. So when you feeling joyful, it's gonna like a gap in there. So very important to only surround yourself with people that also like want to pursue joy in their life. Like if you really don't have this kind of people, like like people that just happy or joyful, then I encourage you to like join a groups or community, probably something that you like doing, like a hobby or stuff that you can meet some people in the same interest. And like my friend, she likes dancing. By she joined the dancing class, dancing group, now she making like good friends. I just noticed like a difference in her way she feels about herself and the way she like more joyful now, and I'm happy for that. So I really encourage you to like find your people. I know it's not easy. It took me like 5 years to I finally find my people. It was lonely journey for me, even though I follow my passion. But if you have someone in this journey, that will be more beautiful, and I would be happy for you for that. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. And like we can connect and we can share to each other about this. Also, you to know that you are not here alone. That being said, as my favorite spiritual teacher said, Abraham Hicks, the greatest gift that you can give to yourself is the gift of joy. Gonna let you to think about it and what the meaning of gift of joy. I hope that you find your joy, and when this quote finally relates to you, please tell me about it. I would love to hear from all you guys. Bye.